Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking skincare. I wanted to give you guys an update on my eczema, how it's been doing, and just the products that have really helped me throughout the years. I'm gonna try to make this video short because I can talk skin all day, but I'm going to be sharing some of the main products that I use on a daily basis. So just to give you guys a backstory on my skin, I've had eczema since I was born. It got worse as I got older. I went through a really rough period of just like covering up, not wanting to show my skin, being super ashamed, and just really not liking to be seen like that. So back in 2016, 17, I really went on a journey to figure out the culprit, why my eczema was always a constant issue for me, and just trying to find ways to heal my skin naturally. So back in 2017, I went plant-based. It wasn't really for me because I found myself eating way too many carbs. Carbs turn into sugar, and too much sugar in the system is going to flare up the eczema. So I am now just dairy free. Your diet is going to play a huge role in how your skin reacts, and I know it's hard, but the dairy has to go. I had an allergy test years ago, and there were a lot of foods that I should not be eating, but it's hard to give up rice. It's hard to give up wheat, but dairy is the #1 culprit for any type of skin issues. So acne, eczema, psoriasis, you name it, your diet is definitely going to play a big part in that. So I found ever since getting rid of the dairy, my skin has just done, I don't want to say a complete 180, because eczema is not curable, but my skin looks so much better these days. If you can, go and have an allergy test, and also keep the stress levels low. I know that's hard because life be lifing, but stress is also going to play a major part in how your skin reacts. Also, environment plays a part as well. So kind of pay attention to the different seasons of the year. I do notice every season my skin has a flare up, especially in the spring and winter. Those are just two seasons that just don't agree with me. In the spring, the pollen, all of the stuff floating in the air, not good. And then the transition into fall, that cold air that dries your skin out is just gonna do it every time for me. So environment also plays a part. Hormones too. Sometimes being deficient in certain vitamins can kind of flare you up. It's just so many layers to the skin and the body, and just trying to figure it out. Trust me, I get it. That's why I make these videos, to help as much as I can. So if you don't do anything else, go and have an allergy test. If you can't do that, at least give up dairy for 6 months and then come back and give me an update. I know it's hard. Trust me. Cheese is everywhere. Dairy is everywhere. But we live in a time where there are so many different alternatives, and once you get rid of it out of your diet, you find that you won't really even crave it. I do eat vegan cheese here and there, but cheese just isn't a part of my diet. Like your body just gets adjusted to it. And I know it sounds hard when you first start out, but I promise you, give it at least 6 to 8 months and you'll find that cheese is not even all that. Over time, that even the smell of like cheese and milk, it just tastes and smells so sour. So for instance, I went to Starbucks today. I said, let me try out this pumpkin chai latte everybody's talking about. And I specifically asked the barista, no cream. I don't want no milk, please. Oat milk only. So she still put cream in my drink. Soon as I took a sip, I tasted the milk, and it just ruined the whole drink for me, because my body is so used to not having it that I could instantly taste the milk, and I couldn't even enjoy the drink the way I wanted to. It was $8 and I still drunk it, but now my stomach is like mad at me right now because I do not consume milk of any kind. I don't even get me into the milk conversation. No one should be drinking milk. We're the only species that consumes a different species milk. Cows don't drink human breast milk. Goats don't drink cow's milk. And this is not to shun anybody. I don't want you to feel bad, because I once ate cheese and milk and all of that, but it's just not a need. We grew up being brainwashed that milk is strong for your bones, but if you look on the cartons of like any type of milk, they add calcium and they add the vitamins to those milks. So you don't need it. you could just take a supplement if that's the case. All right, so jumping into skincare, this is actually going to be pretty quick because my skincare is very simple. It's a little boring too because I can't wear the smell good stuff. I alternate between different cleansers depending on how my skin is doing, but if I am in an active flare, I will use the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. So I've raved about Cetaphil products for years. I do think this is the best over-the-counter product that I found for my skin. I'm waiting on them to hit me back for a collab, but whenever I am having an active flare, I use this one. Now, this isn't the most fun to use because it does not lather up at all. It's literally like putting like a lotion on your skin. It's a very thin, milky consistency, and like I said, it does not lather at all. So this took a really big adjustment to get used to because we equate bubbles and lather with being clean. And whenever I'm using this, I'm like, I feel like my skin is not squeaky clean, but when you're having an active flare, you don't want to strip all of the oils from your skin because it's just going to dry it out more and cause more flaking and itchiness. So you want to use something like this to keep the skin moisturized when you're having a flare. So I am in the gym pretty heavy, so that's not really good for every day when I'm in the gym. So I love the Cetaphil Gentle Body Wash. This does lather up. Now I do tend to go for products that don't have any smell, but I noticed that even though this one says fragrance free, it has an almondy kind of after smell. So if you are sensitive to any type of fragrance, I would skip on this one. It hasn't bothered me at all, but I do notice that there is a small almondy fragrance to this, but it is a really good gentle soap. I also love the Dr. Bronner soaps. Now, I only use this once to twice a week because this will leave your skin super squeaky clean. So I like to use this on gym days or at minimum 1 to twice a week. I do prefer the unscented one, but if I just want to have a little bit of scent, I like the hemp almond scent. And it's very gentle. I haven't had any issues with it breaking my skin out at all. Now, before I talk about any more products, I did want to mention another thing that I gave up was the use of steroid creams. Now, I know that's a hard one as well because when you go to the dermatologist and they give you a prescription for a steroid cream, you use it and your skin, it does okay, but as soon as you stop using it, your eczema comes back. And to me, I felt like that defeated the purpose. Not only that, your body grows a tolerance to it. So after a while, it just stops working. So it defeats the purpose of trying to heal the skin because not only that, it thins the skin out. And then, like I said, the minute you stop using it, your skin looks worse. So I had to give up steroid creams. It was hard, but now that I've given them up, my body gets a chance to try to heal on its own and not grow dependent on the steroids in those creams. So getting rid of the steroid creams is kind of like going through a body detox. My skin was so bad in 2016, 17. I mean, it was horrible. I had super big rashes here and here, my legs. I mean, it was everywhere. So my body was going through a detox and I didn't understand why. And I actually did a video on my skin and I was really vulnerable with you guys and I showed you guys how bad my skin was and I didn't realize I was going through a detox. So your skin is going to get worse before it gets better. But if you want to find an alternative natural product that you can use to kind of help with those flare-ups, I like to use aloe vera gel. It gives a nice cooling sensation, so it's going to cut out that itching. And over time, when you don't scratch it so much, it'll allow the body to heal on its own. Now let's speak about moisturizers. Pretty simple again. I'm a Cetaphil girl. I'm not gonna lie. I love the Cetaphil moisturizing cream. This has just been in my routine for years. It's the only cream that really moisturizes my skin. But I do have a combo that I like to use, and I will use this in conjunction with glycerin. I don't know how I discovered this combo, but this gets me together every time. Like, I love putting this together. And even though glycerin is in this product, something about adding more glycerin to it, they just work together really well. And if you've never found a lotion or a cream that has moisturized you all day, try that combo and come back and let me know what you think. Another product that I really love is the Lactin Moisturizing Body Lotion. I don't use this as much as I used to because my skin isn't as rough as it used to be, and I'll get into that. But this has lactic acid in it, and the lactic acid is going to break down that rough skin and just really give your skin a nice glow. It does burn a bit, so if you're having like an active flare and you're scratching, this is going to burn. So you want to wait until your skin heals up a bit before you use this. But this, what I would do is take some of the cream, mix it with the amlactin, mix a little bit of glycerin, slather this on my skin, and I literally will be moisturized for the entire day. You don't want to use this and be in direct sun. If you have to be in the sun, wear sunscreen, but if not, use this at night. Now, although I love my cream, sometimes in the summertime when it's really hot, this can be a little bit heavy. So I'll use the Cetaphil lotion instead, and then I'll still mix it with my glycerin, and it'll still leave me nice and moisturized throughout the day without being so heavy. Now, the last product that I want to talk about that I can talk about for hours is going to be the dry brush. Now, I don't use it dry. I actually use this in the shower wet. And this, I think, is one of the products that has transformed my skin. Prior to using this, I used a standard washcloth or loofah, and I don't know, they just didn't really work well for my skin. So ever since using this, I don't know what made me start using it in the shower, but one day I used it and I just did not turn back. It just really buffs the skin. It's very gentle, but it still exfoliates the skin very gently, and it leaves my skin really smooth. Even now with the flare up and using that dry brush, my skin is still smooth. I might have a dark patch here and there, but the skin is still very smooth there, and I can thank the dry brush for that. And it's the cheapest thing on this table. $5. You can get it for pretty much everywhere. I get mine from Amazon, Target. I can't rave about this enough. So if you don't get anything else that I've mentioned, try the dry brush, whatever cleanser you're using, and I promise you, your skin is going to love you. So that is it. I don't want to drag this video on for too much longer. I can talk skincare all day, but I really hope that you guys grab some good tips out of this. If you have any products that you like to use and that works for you, please leave it down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.